I think, well, intellectually, I think it has really challenged my notions of justice, and made me think about both how that's handled here and abroad. But personally, it's changed everything for me, and I think very much how I view what people are capable of doing, and how I view myself, I think, in a lot of ways. Like, I was definitely the most skeptical of the group going in, I think, of whether this process was real or would work, or if these forgivenesses were genuine. I had a lot of skepticism about that, but going back and seeing how the communities have continued to develop is undeniable. So I think just I've found a sort of greater light in humanity, not to sound ridiculously cheesy or something, but
That's so not cheesy.
I have had a couple of the most challenging professional relationships that I've had to navigate through as a result of this work, that have demanded me to learn a lot more personally about forgiveness. That's definitely the case. And someone said to me, you can't be working in forgiveness and not have to be demonstrating it yourself. It's just going to be impossible. But in a different way, for me, the greatest challenge has been, as one who's working to shepherd this program and to help it develop, it has pushed me and challenged me more than anything else. And I think a lot of it is because I see the incredible value of these stories and of what's happening, not only for the people involved and for Sierra Leoneans, but for the world. And it feels like being given the most precious gem. And if you're given that, you can't throw it away. You can't just put it on the shelf. You have an obligation, I think, to give it the most beautiful setting that is possible. So I have felt like I have had to rise to greater levels of skill and capacity in supporting the development of the organization and of the film and of its potential, impact in the world that I ever imagined would ever be demanded of me. And it's been both incredibly challenging, but so rewarding. I mean, it's the kind of thing where I go every day, I can't believe I get to do this.
I would just say briefly for me, I was working a major forgiveness relationship in my own life during the time I was making this film, and was deeply impacted by what I encountered. But I think my most important takeaway by the end, by sort of near that very end when we met Savage, which is at the very end of the filming, the night after the Tamajo bonfire, when he failed to take advantage of that remarkable opportunity to be forgiven by his people. I was up, I was crying that night, and it turned into weeping that night. And I think what I realized was that it isn't enough for us to be good, to have good, or to try to be good human beings. I think it takes an active defense of our goodness, because that's what happened to those people in that war. It got attacked. It got, craziness came in from all sides. And I think when you forget to defend your own goodness, that's when madness happens. And fortunately, those people have the wisdom to forgive and understand that, and to show the rest of us how to do it. But I think I've learned to be more adamant about defending my own goodness.